What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a great weekend. It is the end of summer, getting ready to get into Labor Day. And yeah, we're looking forward to ending summer in the Florida heat and just getting on with the holiday season coming across quickly. This is my channel, My Life with Parkinson's. I provide content on my experience with Parkinson's and what I went through, and it was pretty much the overall experience that we go through. I mean, you're my caregiver, my wife, and it's my wife, Caitlin, by the way. She's a crazy one to be married with me. We've been together, we say 18, 19 years, somewhere around there.
Oh, four.
Yeah, pretty much since '04. So we've been married 16 going on 17 years. So,
Almost 20 years.
but
We've been together almost 20 years.
yeah, pretty crazy. You're crazy for being with me for 20 years. Anyway, yeah, so we've been together quite a while. So it's a little bit, I would say, surprising when I got Parkinson's. How would you say year one, year two, in that brief overview?
Um, First diagnosis was a little rough, just to, at one point we were relieved to get a diagnosis, what was going on. But at the same time, it was like, oh my God, okay, what now? Um, Went through basically grieving process. Um, but I mean, at this point, I think we've learned to adapt. You've learned to adapt. Um, you've learned or are learning your limitations, which are ever changing, unfortunately. But again, adaptability. So, I mean, it's been a rocky road, but I think it's
Main thing is patience, seeing a specialist, getting to know a good neurologist willing to work with you. You don't know your symptoms and your reaction to the medication that help you. Might make me tired. I don't sleep well when I start taking
Yeah.
it. Made my stomach upset. I lost a lot of weight just from having Parkinson's alone. Lost like 50 pounds.
so in
But
that range.
we got a great primary care doctor. I got a great neurologist. She works. They work with us and provide us with changes in medication, changes in adding new medication when it comes in, and just working with us and trying to make my life comfortable. I work full time as a project manager. Some days very long. This job's very stressful, and stress is a trigger. And past first beginning of the summer, I would say I was having trouble shaking in the morning, and at
Yeah.
night, when I started my day in the morning, it would take an hour, hour and a half with my handshaking. It'll take some time for me to start typing. Luckily, most of my mornings are not many meetings, mostly in the afternoons, and medication kicks in, but I still have to type, work on emails and project updates. So we had to make some type of adaptation so I could work with that. And we got put on a new pill. I'm not sure the name of it. However, we were taking it at the wrong time.
There's Zigaline.
And yeah, so we were taking it in the morning and it still wasn't working. So we took it around 6 or 7 o'clock at night just to give it the extra push in my medication to add the dopamine or levodopa
Yeah.
to it. So yeah, it's helping and it's working. So I've been really well the past month, doing good. As soon as I start my day, I'm not shaking as much unless I have a very stressful day.
Yeah.
And I can shake. And yeah, so I've been doing good this month. This summer, we've been very busy, keeping active, and we're Disney lovers, Disney fans. We have Disney passes. We go to Disney quite often, and we've been there the last 2 weekends. So we're going to talk about a little bit on how Disney does with disabilities and what we experienced with me having Parkinson's and going to Disney. So 2 weeks ago, we stayed at the Art of Animation. We had friends stay with us with kids, so we got a suite. And when we go to Disney for a long period of time, any more than a day, typically we get
Yeah.
our mobility equipment like a scooter, somewhere so I can get access. You don't know when the parking symptoms are going to hit. And if it hits and my muscles lock up, I need to be able to get point A to point C. So we get a scooter. We have been using Scooter Bug this year. In the beginning, they were great to work with. The last two trips that we went, not so much. Not to hate on Scooter Bug, just our experiences the last two times the scooters died. And when you have a handicap or a disability, you need to rely on getting around and getting through the park. So they are supposed to help you with that. And if the equipment doesn't work or simple things like if they provide you 2 batteries, you would think they would charge the second battery. So why provide you a second battery and not tell you that it's not charged?
Yeah.
So we thought it was charged, and we went to the park and went back and to the resort and went back to the park in the evening, and it's pretty much dead from the end of the fireworks all the way to the resort. I barely made it to the resort room, and it died on the resort. We had to push it to the room. So if they would have just did a simple thing like charge the second battery when you give it to a customer, it would have been better. We also had a time where we stayed at Animal Kingdom Resort and went to Animal Kingdom, and the scooter died midday.
Yeah.
It was fully charged, and yeah, it just died. And luckily, we're walking back to the buses, and I was able to get back to the hotel. If somebody's more handicapped than I am and have disabilities where they can't walk that long of a distance, that's bad. Yeah, their equipment should be maintenance. It should be checked. Charge the battery for your customers. And just our experience, again, I don't want to hate on Scooterbug, but there are other companies we're going to look in. We're going back to Disney in October, staying for a week. Got meals planned, staying at the Grand Floridian, doing a Halloween horror stuff. So looking forward to that. What's another?
No, not Halloween horror. We're doing Mickey's Not So Scary.
Sorry. Doing Mickey's Not So Scary. And yeah, Food and Wine Festival. We've been doing that. We went that last week. Yeah, so what's the other company called?
The one we're gonna try in October is Buena Vista Rentals. So we'll let you know how that one works.
Yeah, it's pretty cool with Buena Vista Rentals. One thing to keep in mind, they won't leave. Only Scooterbug is allowed to leave scooters in the lobby when you're not present. So keep that in mind. If you get there early, make sure you're there at the time that these other companies on Scooterbug is allowed to leave it in the lobbies or leave it at the desk, front
They'll
desk.
leave it at Bell Services.
Pretty much, yeah. So next time we'll try this, we'll let you know how it goes. They stock you with full cooler, with water, and you have rain cover. So we'll see how it works. We'll let you know. But yeah, so Disney overall does a wonderful job with disabilities. In fact, we actually have a handicap sticker, which we don't try to use. We have it because I have bad days and good days. We don't use it if we don't need it. On having good days, we walk. But Disney, if they see that you have a handicap sticker, you actually get, and if you're a pass holder, annual pass holders, you get parking for free. You don't
Free
have to pay.
preferred parking. Well,
Handicap parking.
handicap parking, which is up by the preferred parking.
Right, pretty much right by the park. So
Yeah, it's right
pretty good.
at the entrance.
We went to the Epcot last week. I didn't use a scooter. I was able to walk. I did 13,000 steps that day. I just took an extra dose of medication, and I thought I did pretty good. I mean, how do you think I did?
Yeah, we were only there half a day, so we went the later half. I think we got there at about 2:33-ish, somewhere in that range. Stayed throughout fireworks, which were at 9. Yeah, you did. You did fine.
Yeah, Disney overall does good. I mean, I was able to get through the days. If you do have a scooter, they let you go through the rides online. Sometimes they have a handicap line. We never get the handicap pass because, again, I'm not always disabled. I'm able to sit. I'm able to stand.
They don't, and with the DAS pass, they do not consider mobility a disability or an eligibility.
So just keep that in mind. We don't use it just because I don't need it. So it's just that. I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, one thing Disney can do better. We had experiences fireworks at Magic Kingdom and even Epcot. So they need to have ways for people. They have viewing areas for handicapped people with wheelchairs and scooters, which is great. But when the fireworks are over and you get that mad rush that goes out of the parks, it is a nightmare for people with disabilities and handicaps. It is a nightmare for anybody, even without disabilities. But
they need to
we have a scooter, and not only the scooter is dying because it's faulty batteries and issues, but people won't get out of the way for you. They walk in front of you, then they yell at you. I had a woman go like this and was frustrated because she had to walk around me. And I'm like, woman, I'm in a disability and handicap. You should walk around me. I'm sorry, but just anyway, we had people that wouldn't move out of the doorway, and we politely asked, "Can you please move?" and giving us attitude. Just very, if you are at the parks, just be considerate of people with handicaps or disabilities. Just know it's difficult to navigate and move. I think Disney should have an exit area. They have a viewing area specifically for handicapped. They should have an exit area for people with wheelchairs and scooters to leave and other people to leave the other area. That would make it a lot better. So if anybody's listening that works at Disney, that is an area of improvement. Outside of that, it's pretty good with disabilities. They work with you. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything you want to say about Parkinson's? I mean, we're doing good. We did have a little problem. One thing I want to mention, keep in mind if you do have Parkinson's, you're probably not going to get disability. We ran into a situation where I had it through my company, and because I wasn't aware that I had to fill out paperwork, I was never told. Policy got canceled. So now we're concerned because my disability is probably going to be a pre-existing condition. It's going to be denied, so I may not ever be able to get disability again. So
disability insurance.
Disability insurance, yes. So
clarify.
like long-term disability, short-term disability, if you can't work, which the government needs to do something about that. I mean, just insurance overall needs to improve.
Screw it up.
Yeah, it's just messed up. More awareness needs to be made that insurance, disability companies will do anything to deny the policy, even though you're paying them for that policy for the disability. I know people with cancer get denied, and that's a pre-existing condition, even though I had a policy before. So a lot of difficult situations. So I'm lucky to where right now I can still work and try to work as long as I can. I don't want to sit at home, just keep active. Doing good when we keep moving, and that's pretty much it. So keep on watching if you want more content. I'll provide more content around my life with Parkinson's, how I'm doing, and provide information for you to be aware of what I went through, so you don't have to go through the bad times that I go through, what I realized. And also we do videos with where we go around Tampa Bay area, go to Disney World. Sometimes we upload videos. We will be uploading videos on that. I talk about crypto and a couple of cryptocurrencies that I'm invested in. So it's basically what my channel's around. So a couple of different things. So, but if you want to hear more about Parkinson's and my updates, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all.